watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout out to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV.
Shout outs to Blue Blood Sports TV.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Hola, habla Cindy, está viendo Deportes TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Andy Ruiz Jr., current unified heavyweight champion of the world, shocked the world June 1st by beating then unified British heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua. Andy Ruiz did so, becoming the first Mexican to be a heavyweight champion in the history of the sport of boxing. With that said, Andy Ruiz says that he's going to call the shots in the rematch. Anthony Joshua activated the rematch clause immediately. Andy Ruiz said he will not let Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, and DAZN, he will not let them dictate the terms, the places, and things of that nature. Said you had your chance when you was the champion. I abide by your rules. Now I have demands of my own. So I'm going to, uphold those. I'm gonna stand on my square. I'm not gonna fold. I'm not gonna bend. I'm the champion. I know my worth. I know you need me. So I have demands of my own. I have things that I want. So there's no way I'm gonna allow you, your promoter, and your team to dictate anything. You're not gonna dictate where the fight takes place, how the fight take place, and when the fight take place. I too have a voice in this whole situation and scenario. I applaud Andy Ruiz Jr. for doing so, because a lot of fighters in this situation, would give in, feel like this guy gave me a chance, so now I owe it to him to give him the chance. Andy Ruiz is like, listen, I earned my spot. If Andy Ruiz didn't fight Joseph Parker in Venezuela in the backyard of Joseph Parker, he could very well be undefeated going into that Anthony Joshua fight, right? That's the only blemish on his record, is that Joseph Parker fight. I thought, just like many other boxing pundits felt like, Andy Ruiz Jr. did enough to win that fight against Joseph Parker. He just didn't get the decision, but he should be undefeated. He should have went into the Anthony Joshua fight undefeated, in my opinion, right? Everybody knows he has skills. It's just his approach to the fight game, his physique, his stature. Everybody looks at him and they feel like he don't take the sport of boxing too serious. With that said, he has a very high ring IQ. He has a very decorated amateur background. He's very skillful. He has very quick hands. He's no pushover, right? So a lot of guys, it's no surprise that he won the fight. For a lot of guys, me, I picked Anthony Joshua to win the fight. I was wrong. I can admit that I was wrong. And I think that styles make fights, and I'm picking Andy Ruiz Jr. to win the rematch, right? Because of styles. That's why you're getting a lot of guys like George Foreman, a lot of guys coming out and stating that, Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua should have taken an interim fight, before going into the rematch immediately straight ahead with Andy Ruiz Jr. because he has a lot of things to work on. He lacks a head movement, mobility, stamina, things of that nature. And his chin is proven to be suspect, right? So with that said, all that aside, Andy Ruiz is not going to allow Eddie Hearn and these guys to dictate the terms. They're not going to allow him to dictate where the fight takes place. Andy Ruiz said he refuses to go to the UK. There's no way in the world he's going to the UK and fighting Anthony Joshua. This fight will take place over in the States, and it's going to be, he has a say-so in this, and he's going to let it be known he's going to stand on his square, and he's going to stand firm on the fact that he is the unified heavyweight champion of the world right now, and he does have a say-so. Like I stated earlier, a lot of guys would have said, oh, this guy gave me the opportunity, just happy to be there, satisfied with the fact that they got a victory. They got a big payday and things of that nature. Andy Ruiz Jr. is like, listen, I know my worth. I know you need me. I know you need these belts. And I have a voice. And I'm going to stand firm on it, right? I'm going to make it happen. So with that said, Andy Ruiz Jr. says, listen, I got terms, I got demands of my own that I need to be met before we go into this rematch, just like you want things to be met for you and your side. But that's all I got for y'all, man. I can't wait for this rematch. We know the fight is scheduled to most likely is going to take place November 29th in Madison Square Garden in New York City, New York. And this is the site, right back to the site of the first, right back to the scene of the crime where the first fight took place, right? Anthony Joshua said he wanted it there. I have to believe that it's Eddie Hearn and MATCHROOM. Those are the guys that are choosing to, you know, try to force this fight. And, you know, I believe that it's them that want this fight and pushing for this. You know, I have to believe that it's the powers that be that feel like they want and have Anthony Joshua have as many advantages as possible going into the rematch. And so they're pushing for this fight to take place in the UK instead of this fight taking place in the States. You know, so you know, so I'm almost 1,000% certain that it's Eddie Hearn, because when Eddie Hearn first came out and announced that the rematch would be taking place immediately, he said it will be taking place in the UK. He was already placing that as the location for the rematch. But Andy Ruiz had other plans, as well as Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua himself wanted this fight to take place in New York, back in the States. So let's see how this all plays out. But I'm glad that Andy Ruiz Jr. is standing on the square and not allowing them to dictate everything. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shouts out to the entire LDBC. Shouts out to New Media. Shouts out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Andy Ruiz Jr. says he has terms and things that he wants that needs to be met as well, because he's the unified champion. He's not going to allow them to dictate everything. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
The Blue Blood Sport TV, baby, from the Empress. Much love. Mwah.